This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
I'm pretty good with the post stuff.
One thing I do know, don't you get bit.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Critically Dead. I'm one of your hosts, RJ. Sitting across from me, of course, is the man, the myth, Rooster. What's up, buddy?
Not much. How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Oh, tonight we're covering New Best Friends, Season 7, Episode 10, directed by Jeffrey F. January and written by Channing Powell. At the time of this recording, I could not find the ratings or how many viewers they had, so we'll have to remember to get it for next week if that's available as well. So I tried.
I'm going to go with 11.5.
Probably. Who knows? There was something on Sunday night as well. I don't know if it helped or hurt or...
Oh, and there's some award show or something?
Who knows? They're all fucking awarding each other.
It is.
It's like a Gimple just awarding everybody with participation. I can't
Participation?
speak. Participation trophies.
Oh, boy. You have my notes again.
Yeah, I do.
have those back. This is why you can't read.
So, what do you want to say about this episode right off the bat?
Oh, green screen. It was awesome.
Someone should put that fucking green screen up on a T-shirt somewhere.
I've seen 80s green screens better than that.
Right?
It was rough. It was bad.
This episode for me, there was a couple good spots here and there.
Yeah.
But this one really felt like someone just went off the rails, like creating shit. You know, the green screen,
the whole group,
the trash bag people.
The whole thing was broken.
And it felt like it was a syndicated show all of a sudden, like something you would see on WGN or something like that, like syndicated, like Xena, Warrior Princess type shit.
They had the same green screen.
Yeah, and it's we found it over here in Atlanta somewhere laying around.
Yeah.
It just felt like they didn't really try at all at points, unless there's two crews going on and they've just been lying to us.
Oh, boy.
It seemed like they made some effort over in the Kingdom.
Yeah, that part wasn't so bad. I think the big issue is just this new group area place.
These people, I'm going to call them the trash bags.
That's fine.
They're technically called the scavengers. Some people have called them the heapsters.
I'm not calling them that.
That it almost seems like it gives them too much credit.
Yeah.
They're the trash bags or whatever else we want to call them.
Just straight garbage.
Straight garbage. It's like these people add no value. And if you're if you're dumb enough to believe that they're going to honor their deal, Rick, you're a fucking idiot.
You're a dipshit.
I was torn during this episode, and it got worse on the second watch.
Oh, it did. It really did.
For some reason or another, it got worse.
It got worse the second watch, and then as I was thinking about it today, it was just making it worse and worse.
It's like they sent all their efforts into creating a digital tiger, but they said, fuck that blue sky.
Yeah, I don't get it. The tiger was, I mean, I don't want to call it seamless, but it was good. When Daryl's like sitting there petting it, you're like, all right, I'll buy that.
It looked fucking real, and it's like, there must be two teams. There has to be.
You have the interns working at the Garbage Pail Kids.
It's like Windows 95 background all of a sudden over Rick's head. Like, Jesus Christ, AMC, somebody.
It looked like one of those tourist attraction pictures where you just take a picture in a green screen and they just throw some background behind you. It's exactly what it looked like.
I really wanted to get, like, for the cover art for our episode, his face there, but I really wanted to put in a biplane in the background, dragging one of those banners, and I was going to put loose wire on that banner. Just like
that would have been amazing. You should have done it.
I wonder if he's smiling in this episode because he fucking realized that his career shot to shit. Right?
It's over. It's over.
It's like this poor Andrew Lincoln. We're gonna have to like fucking. He'd start a Kickstarter for Andrew Lincoln after this shit,
right?
This poor bastard. He's probably realizing, oh god damn,
it was so good.
Can I be in Love Actually Part 5? Hallmark edition? Please, anything else.
The Lifetime movie.
Oh, man, I feel bad for some of these actors because there's some good actors.
Yeah, there are.
Carol, Daryl, Morgan, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, I like Ezekiel, but they're stuck on some fucked up
Yeah.
raft, just floating around. And I don't like. I say it every week, but I don't think it shouldn't be this way.
No.
It should be realistic. The way it's what we all signed on for.
It used to be. It used to be good.
You don't have to have Darabont there, but fucking at least try to have him like mentally there and
Yeah, I
try
mean,
to
he gave
aim
you a
for
nice outline to start with.
Yeah,
You could have just kept the same formula and just worked from there.
it's strange what's happening in this fucking show. And
It went sci-fi all of a sudden.
it really did. And I know I was listening and reading other places on the subreddits, the other podcasters out there. They're talking about how these trash bags were some sort of offshoot of some sort of Star Trek, the Next Generation type stuff going on.
Really?
And I'm not a Trekkie,
I'm now.
so I can't speak to
No.
that. But I believe them because
Yeah,
some
I'll
of this,
take your word for it.
they looked out of this fucking world.
Yeah, for a group that doesn't fight, they're very choreographed.
It looks like none of their arms work.
No.
Like just
They can't say a fucking sentence.
They all got like fucked up hairdos.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Haley's Bop. Fucking those people walking around.
Yeah.
They eventually killed themselves waiting around for the back.
They're all going to drink the punch.
Yeah, what was it? 93, 95,
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Like they're just walking around. This is like a cult before the apocalypse happened. They were just hanging around in the fucking dumpster, and somehow they found their way into it.
Right?
They probably thought they killed themselves and they woke up in the apocalypse and this is the new world. Like anything makes any better sense than what they gave us on screen.
It really does.
What's the letter grade for you?
Oh, I've been dreading this question. I think I'm around C minus D plus, somewhere around there.
Yeah, maybe me too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
as we go through this, it'll probably fall
Yeah,
apart fast.
after the first watch, I probably would have been around a C.
Yeah, you're right,
because I was so indifferent about it. But then after watching it and thinking about it, I'm down. I'm down.
The second watch did not help. I will meet you
No.
there.
I mean, this is
sure.
definitely in no way the worst episode they've ever come up with.
No,
You know.
but this is for me. It's got the solid number 3 spot.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
At least top 5, bottom 5.
Yeah, you got Swear above it,
Yeah.
and you got season 3's finale above it.
Yeah.
But no,
If this would have been a bottle episode of just Rick and crew and the Bottle Kids, it could have been the worst one.
oh god,
The only thing that helped this was a few key moments with like Daryl
right?
and some of Ezekiel.
Melissa McBride looks tired because she's fucking carrying this show.
She is. Her back is tired.
She's fucking beat. They gave her a nice little set inside of a house next to a fire.
Yeah.
Soup and bread all day and night.
That's it.
She's hanging out at the Olive Garden. Salad, soup, and breadsticks all day. And I'm like, please, just stay. Don't leave us.
Yeah.
We'll get you to do something great and grand. Yeah. I don't even know. And I also got when it comes... Well, I mean, one of them is okay to say now. I don't think it's a Ratchet Award. We'll have to come up with something new.
Yeah.
But as I was doing research before the show, I see that there's someone either spotted a plane or there might have been a bird flying by in that goddamn green screen in the background of
Really?
Rick's head.
How? They created it. How?
It zips by very fast. So
Oh,
I'm hoping that because
Jesus.
it is a trash heap, so there's a lot of birds probably bouncing around.
Hopefully.
So you'll have to look at it, folks. I'll have Rooster have to look at it
Yeah,
afterwards.
I'll take a look at it.
But I don't know if that's Ratchet material.
It's close.
It'd be a Ratchet material if there was like an actual like helicopter just hovering around.
If you
back
heard
there.
it like...
Yeah.
Actually, if you heard like the helicopter, it was like beep, beep.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. There was one later. Might as well bring it up now.
Bring it up now.
Let people think about it. Like when they're loading up the trunk.
Yeah, and like, what was it, the white or silver car?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
You know, the car at the trash heap where Gabriel and Rick have a moment. They're
Yeah.
loading up the Rubbermaid tubs into
Containers,
the trunk. And there's like 3-4 of them stacked up high on top of each other. There's no fucking way in hell that this trunk's going to close.
No.
So when they pull up and there's like a above shot shooting down,
Yeah, the
they
trunk
they
is
actually
nice and
show
closed.
they show that trunk closed. And I don't know if I don't think that's a Ratchet Award. We might have to create
It's
another.
we need a visual one. I think the Ratchet Award is just a sound award.
Oh Man, I hate to pigeonhole that one. I do. I understand. We need to create another.
We're going to
level.
create a new one. We'll work on this.
Maybe if anybody has opinions out there.
Yes.
But I was like, wait a minute. The wife actually saw it, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And I actually reversed it right there.
Yeah, I did.
Wait
catch
a minute.
That. I caught it in the second watch. I definitely.
You see one of them just put their hands up and just slam the trunk, and I'm like, wow.
Effortlessly.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't fucking care.
Not at all.
Okay, just think about that, folks. See what kind of awards we should come up with for that. Let's just jump into it because we do have a shit ton of feedback.
Oh boy. Everyone loved this episode.
Oh man, there's a couple that are in middle ground.
Okay. It's all right.
It's okay.
I was there. I get it.
Yeah.
Let us talk you out of it.
You're a fan of the governor, so everybody can't be right all the time.
This is true. All right. So Ezekiel and his crew are waiting for the saviors. Diane kills a walker that might be her sister. Gavin shows up, thinks to drop off his light. Jared wants Richard's gun, so they go back and forth a bit. Richard hands over his gun. Then he almost gets punched, but Morgan steps in. Then Ben steps in. Kevin threatens to get visceral, and Jared takes Morgan's stick.
What'd you think of this scene?
It wasn't a bad scene. I think it was just unnecessary.
Yeah, it makes me question Gavin's level of commitment to the Saviors at times. When he does, he always seems like he gets along with Ezekiel. Oddly enough,
yeah.
I've said that before.
Mm-hmm.
Even when Ezekiel checks him, like, it looks kind of light, Ezekiel. And like, look again, bitch. And you're right.
You're right. There's time.
I don't think any
whatever.
other of the assholes like Simon wouldn't put up with that shit.
No, somebody would have got slapped.
Yeah.
So
I question that, which is fine. I'm not a hater on Gavin. I just wonder if like he's like the low leaders.
Yeah,
like
I think he's just over it.
But it also makes me question Ezekiel. Like he sees all this. He sees Richard. Richard's probably fuming all the time, walking around the kingdom just fucking pissy and everything else.
I feel bad for her. He just seems like he's always uptight now.
He should have just left with Rick's group at that point.
He should have.
But I think ultimately what this scene does is it's just illustrating Richard's getting further and further to the edge where he's just going to fall off.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no other way around it.
It's going to happen, right?
And then it's going to cause the fucking dominoes to fall, and I'm assuming Ezekiel has to get in at this point. If he doesn't, I'll be like, fucking...
If he doesn't, there's no reason to be on the show.
Fuck you and that cat, man.
Right?
I mean, Jesus Christ. So, what do you think it meant that the girl, Diane, says, yeah, I do believe that's my sister's dress, or she says something to finish that scene off?
Yeah, I think she said, no, she hated that dress, or she said something.
She really liked that dress.
She really liked the dress, yeah.
So, what does that even mean? Like,
I don't know.
What's that trying to tell us?
In my head, I'm just going to go with she just shot her sister. That's it.
Yeah, maybe. I thought, that's just too
It was
surface.
just a really weird...
This is when Gimple's walking around the writer's desk, and they got to, like, try a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got to say something really cloak and daggery.
Uh-huh.
But I was just curious to see what your thoughts were on that.
Yeah. At this point with the show, I don't look in any deep meanings.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's my fault.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. So Ezekiel lectures Ben. Morgan and Daryl talk about the saviors. Daryl wants to know what's wrong with Morgan.
We all do.
Yeah, then he brings up Carol and how she would kill them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daryl is Team Carol.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
Right, I agree.
Yeah, towards the end, like I'm about fed up with reading and hearing about all these shippers out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in a relationship. They're not... I got goddamn boat has sailed, man.
Yeah, just let it go.
Just stop. She does. Ugh.
You all right?
You got your
there?
Rick and Michonne. Now
That's
just
it.
shut the
just
fuck
leave
up,
it alone.
everybody.
They've just been in it since the beginning. They're just close.
Yeah, and it's
Can we
like
just leave it at that?
maternal.
Yeah.
More like a older sister thing. They both had shitty upcoming lives.
They were both abused by dicks.
Yeah, and they both been through a hell of a lot. It's just a bonding thing.
Yeah.
But no, I get it here. Like, I do like the Morgan and Daryl scenes though throughout this episode.
I do.
They're checking each other.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
But everybody wants to know why Morgan's a fucking tool bag right now.
I'm included in that.
Yeah. He used to be high on my rankings. Now it's just like, God damn it.
I just need him to clear for like 5 minutes.
Even when he's asking, can I have my stick back, please? And it's like,
Yeah.
and Gavin's like, read the room, Sensei.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, everybody's like, read the room, Morgan.
Yeah. No, he's getting a little long in the tooth.
Yeah, he needs to. God, I just want. I think another thing is that we were talking about before we recorded. Everybody's having a problem with the shows because we're starting to see the gears. We understand how the show works.
Yeah.
There's spoilers out there, so you can go entertain yourself with those. Everybody's going to conventions. Everybody's sharing ideas and theory crafting and all this other shit, and it feeds into it. And I don't think any other show really gets this.
No.
Gets this type of atmosphere. And so I think ultimately my theory is everybody's just waiting for the final battle of the season, which, come on, let's be honest, it's going to be in the last fucking episode.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
They're not like running at each other and it's like, see you in season 8.
Yeah.
Because I'll check out. I'm done.
Yeah. So I think that's the thing. We at some point we have feedback about it, but like we know Morgan's going to go probably in clear mode.
He's got. I don't know if he's gonna go full blown clear mode, but
yeah,
I'm hoping have to man up.
He's gonna have to man up. Carol's gonna have to get off the bench and just stand up and fucking. And we haven't gotten there yet, so let's push forward.
We'll get there. Richard's taking target practice with a bow. He gives Daryl a crossbow. We get an awesome shot of Daryl looking down the sights, and then it's finally the opening title.
Yay!
Daryl got.
I felt a little bit of hyperness. I was like, "Ooh, they're gonna go cause some havoc."
Yeah, I was like, "All right, this could be good."
Then they had a sissy fucking slap fight.
Oh Jesus! Let's get into it.
We should get some slap effects.
Oh, like a
like actual people getting smacked.
We need that. I'll write that down right now. Keep talking for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, I guess Richard was holding a bow and arrow wrong too. Someone was saying like he's pinching the thing or something like that.
I'm not much of an archer.
No,
so
neither am
I wouldn't catch that.
To this day, I don't see how the benefit of. Well, are you going to go against a bow and arrow versus a gun battle? I mean,
for
hunting, sure.
Yeah, I could see how if you're going. I mean, yeah, if we're going to fight mano a mano. I'm not taking a bow and arrow to a gunfight.
Yeah,
but if I'm going to get walkers and I have to be somewhat silent, I think it's a very good weapon.
That's good. Daryl needs his arrows for squirrel hunting.
He does. He needs to get those pesky squirrels.
It's just the scene just made Richard look like a little whiny little.
Yeah.
They smart. I don't need guns.
Yeah, they took my guns. I'm gonna beat up on this hay bale.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All right, so Richard proposes a plan to Daryl. He takes him to his RV. They grab some guns and cocktails and head out. Richard wants to attack the Saviors and pin it all on Carol to get Ezekiel into the fight. Daryl finds out it's Carol, freaks out. They tussle. Daryl screams, "Nah." While the Saviors drive by, they fight a bit, and then Daryl threatens Richard and leaves.
Fucking Daryl.
Nah.
It's like you were just talking fine a second ago.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, like he actually has words in the last 2 episodes, and then they immediately take him back to Caveman Daryl.
No, we're grabbing that clip too at some point.
Oh yeah,
because that's the funniest fucking.
Yeah.
He sounds like
if somebody didn't have to work late, I would have had a couple.
He sounded like an 85-year-old country woman that's been smoking her entire life. Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Meemaw. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
What is that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's making a good, like, speech to Richard and stuff like that, asking questions. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, Jesus.
Sounds like a goat in heat.
Yeah. I really wish some sort of battle would have happened here.
Something.
But I guess in hindsight, we should be smarter than that. There was no way they're going to fight it.
Yeah. I would have loved to see the Saviors catch them.
I like how they're walking up before Daryl starts putting 2 pieces together. Like,
yeah.
Were they going to take them from the same direction, these 2 vehicles? It's I
have no idea.
Come on, the staging's broken here.
Yeah, it is.
Again, this is just showing how Richard is becoming increasingly desperate to get something going.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if we're going to find out if Richard has some sort of... He has a loss via these idiots, the saviors. Or
I wouldn't doubt it.
Or he's just itching for a fight.
I think he's just had enough. I think he might be smart enough to know where it's going.
I think
it's
so.
going to end up.
He sees Rick's point of view. Mm-hmm. Like I said, he should have just left with Rick then at that point. Grow a beard, hide yourself amongst the crowd.
Go join the other 4 people in Alexandria and live out peacefully.
We need another guy on the wall. He's gone.
There's like 37 houses over there, and there's like 8 people left. It's all right.
Judith is hanging up there by a Bjorn fucking garden at fucking Watchtower. She's got a fucking AK in her hand.
Her and Tobin.
Yeah, her and Tobin. Tobin's got plenty of flannels you can wear.
Yeah.
Just get over there. You can hide your fucking pads underneath them.
Yeah, he's got
some
more
overall.
broader.
Yeah. Like, it's weird.
Oh, that would be great.
Like, if we're just gonna if we're gonna throw shit at the fan now, just fucking do it. Have fun. Let's turn this shit into a comedy.
So, do you think with this speech here that Richard gives, like towards the end, he's like, "I'd die for the kingdom," Yeah. Did he just automatically get a red shirt?
Oh yeah, it's red shirt 101.
He's red shirted, right?
You should never talk like this. It's either these type of comments. Or you're a horse, or you're a black person. It's one of those type of things.
Hey, they've been good on the black people lately.
I understand.
I think they caught the heat and they backed up.
I will always contest this. I always push this, lobby for this.
I'm with you on this.
You don't speak stupid lines. You don't be a horse. And you don't be an African American.
Wait. You don't speak stupid lines like nah,
nah,
no.
Like Jesus Christ. Like any other delivery, Norman. Please. Stop making us laugh during the drama, okay? Did you like that Smoking the Bandit trailer?
I did. I found out today that it was. And I'm
interesting.
Like, man, this is a very weird trailer to just have. Like, what is it from? Like a carnival or something? I
don't even remember that. I know I've seen it, but I must have been like a 4-year-old or something.
I was watching it the other day, and I don't remember. Like, I don't pay attention.
Was it filmed in Georgia?
No idea.
Wow.
No idea.
It's got to be because it was down south, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm sure. Somewhere around there.
We're just throwing in Easter eggs in this show, just fucking at random.
For no reason.
Hey, look at this. It's fucking Austin Powers.
Yeah. Anyway, so we see the junkyard. A bunch of people. They start walking around.
Fuck them.
Yeah, we see Rick and crew in the crowd. Yeah, they're just like randomly mixed in.
Yeah, and they do this whole fucking, whatever, Cascades on Ice bullshit. Yeah. If they started to like swing around like at the end of fucking Ice-capades, yeah, and they start swinging around, they got no shirts on, like at the end of the 40-Year-Old Virgin, they're all dancing in the field at the end of that movie,
yeah,
like in some sort of musical fucking interlude, like, and they just did that, and they were mingling with themselves, and all of a sudden they get into 2 circles.
Yeah,
it's like, really,
way too choreographed.
These assholes should have been suspect from this moment on.
Exactly.
Like, God damn it, Rick.
It gets better.
Okay.
Or worse. So they meet the leader, a woman with the worst haircut ever.
Yeah, someone fucked her. She's pissed. That's
bad.
Why.
She looked like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah.
If you took the front of his hair and added Eugene's mullet, that's the exact haircut she has.
Yeah.
It's rough, dude. It is rough.
We don't bother. We don't cut either, apparently.
No. I mean, it wasn't even.
Yeah. It was they all look lethargic. They're just walking around in circles. How much effort did it take to fucking make everybody's clothes that same color?
It must have taken quite a bit of time.
It's like, these assholes, like, God damn, Rick, please don't be so desperate.
Yeah.
Just buy some time or something.
Anything. Just take them all and take whatever weapons they have. So she wants to trade their lives for whatever. Rick wants to see Gabe. He's okay. Rick tries to get Jadis, right? Is that her name?
Sure.
Yeah.
Asses.
Pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
Trash bag number 1.
Yes. Head garbage bag.
Head, move now.
Yeah. To join the fight. She declines like everyone else. Rick's group starts fighting with them. Gabe grabs a hostage and tells them how Rick is some kind of superhero and tells them if they fight, they'll be rewarded. They take Rick to up, and Gabe tries to patch up Aaron.
No one speaks like that. No fucking way.
Nobody.
Not even 2.5
Nobody.
years after the apocalypse, no one talks like
Maybe
this.
some douchebags in like another millennium somewhere in the future.
In another planet far
Or another
far, far
universe.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. This is what happens at like some sort of sci-fi con and the apocalypse happens and they all bound
This is what
together.
happens when you're 30 years into the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And kids haven't really learned much.
Yeah, the language is altered over time.
Yeah,
Sure.
I get it. But
And-
not now.
They should be suspect too when you let a person like Gabriel take your fucking knife.
Yeah. As soon as Gabriel has a hostage,
Yeah.
Rick should know, okay, let's just take these guys out. We'll take whatever they have, and we'll leave them as an oil spot.
It's amazing.
It
And
was bad.
I ask you, like, ultimately, what is this group needed for? There's no need for this.
No.
There is zero fucking need. If you need another group in this fucking world to put on screen to buy time because you don't realize 16 episodes is probably a bit too much for you at this point,
Yeah.
create another regular, society.
Something. You
Like-
could've- there's a lot of things you could have done.
I was thinking about this. Now, if you take everybody, including these trash bags,
Yes.
what society? You got the kingdom, you got the Hilltop, Alexandria,
Yes. Saviors.
Sanctuary, and you got the trash bag collectors. Oh, you got
an
Oceanside.
And Oceanside.
What society gets you, in your opinion, gets closest to what a reality in your world is after 2.5 years?
I'm gonna go with like either Hilltop or the Kingdom, maybe.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
You know, the Saviors is a little too. I could see it.
I could see it, but like if everything went well, I see the Hilltop.
Yeah, I think
Because you would have blacksmithing would become a thing,
especially
again.
if you can find a person that used to do some blacksmithing as a hobby or something.
Yeah, or this even like the kingdom. Those are the
Yeah.
first two that like nothing like this fucking garbage heap.
No, but where do they get everything? They only steal, right?
Yeah,
They
and
don't-
like they must have stolen from the saviors before.
They must have.
Like seriously,
It's strange. I don't. It just seems like a waste.
it's and they're playing loosey goosey with the geographics of it all too. So this place, we see it in the fake green screen that this place is mammoth.
It's huge. Nobody's ever run across it.
No one's ever been in this motherfucker.
Rick and Aaron didn't find it when they were by the boat.
Or what about Tara and fucking Heath out there fucking doing that? Yeah, the boat thing too.
Well, I mean,
So,
it is Tara and Heath. They
Yeah.
couldn't find the broadside of a
apparently,
barn.
yeah, they just drove straight in one direction for fucking 18
Oh yeah,
years.
Heath's still missing, isn't he?
Heath is still missing.
That's
if he's a part of
right.
the fucking trash bags, I quit.
I'm out. He's
God
giving
damn
him
it.
vocal lessons.
We're gonna see Tobin walking around in this fucking ice capades.
If I see Tobin in a garbage bag, I'm out. I'm
Tobin
leaving.
with the fucking mullet, holy shit,
Oh yes,
epic! I'll stick
Amazing.
around for a couple episodes of
Best
that.
character ever.
He has black flannel on that's really long,
Like a black and gray flannel.
yeah.
Yes.
Dickies extra.
How do we make this happen?
Let's just fucking throw it, fucking throw shit to the fan, man. Fuck it.
Oh, damn it. So Rick makes it to the top. We see a vast junkyard and the worst green screen ever.
No, that was when he's victorious. They show.
No,
that
they
green-
show it twice. There's two.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's two.
Oh,
Yeah, because when
Maybe
he
I'm
goes
just
to the
remembering-
top, he looks and he's like, "Urgh." Like he has a weird look on his face. And then when he gets back to the top, there's another.
I'm more focused on the victorious one where he's just smiling up there.
Yeah.
This is the end of my career.
Oh, that poor guy. So Jadis, yeah.
Fuck you in that name.
Yeah, we were going good. I was learning names. I was doing good, and then we got to throw this fucker in.
I would have said, you know what? You're an asshole. Your name is asshole.
Yes. So we'll just call her Haircut. She rambles like a 3-year-old and pushes Rick down a junk pile.
If this thing is so high, he's falling down injured, right?
Yeah.
There's even a scene later when he's victorious, and they throw down a rope.
It's like a shoelace.
Well, not only that, but like it's like dangling. But
Yeah.
they're on an inclined hill, so this rope would be laying flat on something.
would be, yeah.
What is it dangling from? Is there a crane above us that we don't know about?
Maybe.
It's like, come on. Did anybody try?
It's hanging off the camera rig, okay?
Okay.
Is that good for you?
Fine.
So Rick has to fight a spiked and armored walker while Michonne watches. Rick gets a spike through the hand and a leg wound. Drops some garbage on the walker and stabs it with some glass.
Those wounds would be life-threatening in the real world, right?
Especially the hand. The hand would be horrible.
No antibiotics, no Neosporin.
Yeah, I mean, now you'd be all right with it.
He's going to walk around with, like, red and blue fucking yarn as stitches.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know how you stitch that.
Oh, it hurt. Like, I can imagine. I actually seen this on a job site before.
Yeah.
Someone fell on a 16-penny nail.
Ooh.
And it went through, just similar to what you saw there.
Yeah.
But the guy was saying after the fact, like, he felt it, like, rub up against the bone because it, because that's basically the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, you either hit that bone or you don't.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, don't talk
Yeah,
to
but
me again.
I mean, that's a lot thinner than, like, Rick had, like, a finger,
Oh,
like
yeah.
your index finger. If you just push that through your hand, that's the size of the hole he had.
I understand.
He would have hit a lot of big stuff.
He got the Jesus stigmata, I do believe.
So bad. They just like to throw that hand out there, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
This is about
yeah.
the fifth or sixth time
Yeah.
in the last season and a half
Where they've tried
that they've dangled his hand.
Yeah, because if anybody doesn't know, in the comics, Rick actually loses his hand way early on. And
Yeah.
Kirkman always said that's one of the biggest mistakes he's ever did because it limited his character.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep throwing that in their fucking face.
Of course.
But
Of
that,
course.
in all honesty, that'd be a life-threatening problem.
I think so. And that thing would gush. I mean, that's a big wound.
It's like I was looking at this fight the second watch through, and
So anticlimactic.
you can actually beat this thing with just a big bag of garbage, right? Like, because if you swung it, it's going to
Yeah.
act like a pillow.
Well, I want to know how it finds Rick.
Yeah, that's
It
what
doesn't
everybody
have
was saying.
any fucking eyes.
That's what everybody was saying too, or ears,
or
for the
ears.
most part.
Yeah. I mean, sense of smell, it's walkers aren't hounds.
They don't care. They don't give a shit. They want to show you something cool, and that's it.
And wouldn't you take one of the javelins it's got through its stomach and use that as a weapon against it?
How much effort did it take these fucking trash bags
They're
to put that
bored.
thing together?
They're bored. They don't go on runs.
Oh.
There's a lot of them there. You seen what they did with their amazing garbage pile?
These are some lethargic, lazy pricks. They waited for someone to get off the boat, and
Yeah.
these
They can do that to a walker, but they can't get to the boat.
It's weird that we're accepting the fact that there's a fucking CGI tiger running around, but I can't handle these fucking clowns.
I can't. I mean, this was maybe one of the worst scenes, half episodes.
Wow.
It was bad, dude.
And in the season of the Oceanside lunatics,
Yeah.
for no
Yeah.
reason. Somehow,
This is the season of the Terra bottle episode.
Yeah.
And it is still worse than that.
somehow, some way, this episode figured it'd try to take out the swear episode.
Yeah.
Somehow, you made a mistake. You put Daryl and Carol and Morgan and Ezekiel in there somehow. You made a mistake, man.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, this would have been just brutal.
like
and
you
who
said.
crafted the walker's helmet?
That's what I mean. Like, how long did it take these assholes to create that dude?
Yeah, I feel like that's something they're doing at Hillside. Like the blacksmith's doing that for fun when he's not making spearheads.
This thing looked like a Negan thing. Because you know how Negan out front of his place, he's got
Yeah,
these weird-looking
yeah.
walkers. I mean, seriously, folks.
Did they take it from Negan?
Yeah, we don't bother. We took Winslow.
Winslow, yeah.
They gave him a fucking name.
Is he named after Officer Winslow from whatever that Urkel show was?
The Urkel Show? Oh,
Yeah,
Family Matters.
Family Matters, yeah.
Oh, man, that's racist.
Why is it racist?
Winslow was black, too, I bet.
Yeah.
Just like the show.
Oh, man.
I told you, one season.
All right, let's move on. Because this was a very anticlimactic scene.
It really...
You know, you were teasing this damn walker
Yeah.
for like, what, a season now?
Well, no,
For a while. I remember seeing it, I don't know, early on promos.
That was our preview for 7B after the 7A ended.
Okay.
I remember it because everybody's like, what is that?
But they've been
behind him?
teasing this thing. And it literally falls, and there's a garbage bag holding it down.
That's what I mean. It's beatable.
It's so bad.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm all out of answers. I'm always out of
can't.
answers.
I mean, this was a very bad set piece.
it really was. And again, it's just set pieces to these folks over there.
It could have been awesome. It could have been okay.
Would have been funny if that thing was like electrified somehow and it's shooting out little zappers or something. I don't know. I'm just
give it
throwing
time.
shit out
The next
there.
one will. The next one will. Don't worry.
If we get I swear to Christ, if we get a talking walker at some point, I swear to God, I'm out.
I think it happens, doesn't it?
No, that's in We're Alive. But if it happens here, we have to stop. We are stopping. I'm not dealing with talking walkers.
Well, they've actually de-evolved.
Yeah.
Like, they used to have some sort of sense in, like, the first season. So I don't think you're ever going to see a walking talker. A talking walker.
Walking talker. New from Hasbro.
Yes. Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't remember where I left off. Okay, here we go. Rick asks Haircut what she wants. She drops a rope to Rick and tells him lots of guns. Then we will fight. Oh, I hate this lady.
Yeah, she is not. This woman actress. She was. I remember seeing her first.
Not bad.
I seen her in Hap and Leonard season 1, and like again, I will recommend anybody to watch. There's only 6 episodes.
Yeah,
they're actually starting season 2 with a whole new story of Hap and Leonard, because I guess they were a series of books. But she was in season 1 along with Jimmy Simpson from the Westworld.
Yeah,
it was actually a fucking great 6-episode run. First season of Hap and Leonard. It's a great show. And yeah, she did fine there.
It's
like,
a bad character.
Yeah, it's the character's fault.
They
It's the
do this
creator's
to a
fault.
lot of actors. They just get them sucked into bad characters.
And like people like Lenny James and Melissa McBride are stuck in this fucking wash.
A rut.
Just like I can't get out.
It's
Like
so
I
bad.
need help.
Since season 3, people just want to see Morgan, and then you just fuck everyone.
Oh God, Lord Almighty, man.
It's so bad. So Jadis wants half. They just negotiate for a while. I couldn't follow the numbers.
Someone was getting half,
or
something,
even
third
what
of
they were
another.
negotiating on.
Half,
Like
third.
it started, they were negotiating on what like they won,
Yeah.
and then it was like, well, let's talk about what we got on the boat. Like
Someone was saying, do you think she was actually flirting with Rick here?
who knows? She only has a 3-year-old vocabulary.
It might be a dude for all I know. Jadis is a dude. I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah, ultimately they settle on a lot of guns.
A lot of guns and half of what they got on the boat or some shit.
Yeah, well, that they don't have half of what's on the boat because Negan took it all.
Oh, that's right.
Half or a third of what they took out of the pantry. So it's like, what do you want?
So Rick is left with like literally 7 cans of food.
There's only 4 people back at Alexandria.
This is true. That's it.
They're eating tree bark and shit. Tobin's over there eating flannel parts. I don't know.
At what point did they start eating Judith? Just saying.
Oh, she's the freshest meat.
Yeah.
I hope to God Rick says, here's your guns, but you don't get any bullets. You said no bullets.
Yeah.
You should have said a lot of bullets.
Right?
You said guns, bitch.
Oh, you want bullets? That's going to cost you another third
Right.
or some bullshit.
You better get a number 2 Winslow out here running around because you said just guns. Here's your guns. And I show up with fucking muskets and shit. There you go. You said guns.
We found a historical museum.
Yeah.
We found you some black powder. Oh, that would be amazing.
I think it would almost make up a little bit for this shit show. Just like he just shows up. Here's your guns, no bullets.
Yeah, this is also the scene you find out that that they were waiting for someone to get the jars off the boat.
Oh, man.
Like,
Lazy pricks.
you've got to know these people are just fucking useless, right?
Yeah, or they're just fucking devious.
Yeah.
We can see it. Why can't these characters see it?
Yeah.
There's not even a conversation about it. Like, do we trust them?
No.
No, it's happy. We have help. It makes our group look dumb.
As fuck.
And it's not fun to watch.
No. I mean, at what point are you like, all right, Rick cannot decide who's trustworthy anymore.
Yeah. And
At this point, he's almost as gullible as Tyrese.
oh, yeah, that's a good point. And it's like, gullible is almost as Tyrese, but it also like as dipshitty as Farmer Rick. I don't know.
He's worse than Farmer Rick in this half episode.
Farmer Rick was like, he was following rules. He was what's the word for it? Like, he had a regimen.
Yeah.
He
was mostly guided by Herschel, who was level-headed.
Oh man,
As level-headed as you could be, I guess.
I think our group really misses a mature speaking, like,
We need that.
you need like a Herschel or a Dale situation.
And I was thinking early on maybe Ezekiel could be that, but I don't think so.
Ezekiel's fucking playing Shakespeare in the park.
Still.
I mean,
My people want a king. No.
no,
They just want food.
just food and
They don't care if you
Nice
sit
wall.
in a throne. Jackass.
Yeah, that's just his badge that's his shield, is playing the Shakespearean thing.
Anyway, so yeah, Rick hobbles out and tells everyone they have a deal.
I don't even know. Yeah.
I don't even care. I just had to finish it up. We just had to finish that scene.
No one even asked, like, what do you mean the deal? What's
the deal?
What's the deal? We get to live today or what? Oh, we got to go running around for another group of people, by the way.
So now Rick took on a second job.
Yeah. He's an overworked parent at this point.
He's an overworked single parent.
Fucking dumbass.
Where the fuck is Carl?
Oh, he's the only one watching Judith.
Oh, he's back?
I was thinking about that, too. He's nowhere in this, anywhere.
No, so he's got to be back watching Judith.
So after,
Tobin's starting to watch the wall, so Carl had to stay back and watch Judith.
They're out of people at this point.
They are.
The wolves, the herd, everybody just knocked all these people down to nothing. Well, Eric's still there.
So you have Eric and Tobin. I'm really trying to figure out who's still there. I mean, there's a handful of seconds.
There's a bunch of seconds in the red shirts.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a bunch of fucking Aztecian warriors going on at some point. Because I'm sure at some point we're going to see a bunch of people with fucking Alexandria jerseys running around.
I hope so.
Out of nowhere. Remember that scene in the prison when the governor finally rolls up and they actually break the fence? And all of a sudden, there was dudes shooting from weapons all of a sudden in the courtyard. Yeah. It's like, I guess our guys have some people.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
They grew in numbers. We just don't know how.
They gave cameramen some extra things to do this week.
Yeah.
Just go shoot these fake bullets.
They ran out of Walker makeup, so they were like, all right, you guys go shoot.
Just go act like you're shooting at stuff. Okay.
So Ezekiel stops by Carol's. He says they were just clearing the dead. Jerry gives Carol some cobbler. They leave. Carol gets a knock at the door. It's Daryl. They hug. Daryl asks why she left. Of course, we all know she had to. Because she can't kill and she doesn't want to kill.
Yeah, it's the same fucking spiel, man.
Yeah. So for the sake of time, we're just not even going to talk about it.
Well, I'm just going to say it right now. I'm not a Jerry fan.
No.
You'll know it, me or know Jerry?
No, I'm not a fan of Jerry.
It's like, I don't need this bubbly, goofy guy running around.
No.
And if he ends up dying before he fucking swings that battle axe, I'm going to be pissed.
Unless somebody picks up the battle axe and gets retribution.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just saying.
But I just don't need that shit.
At this point, I think it's just a stage prop. I would not trust Jerry with a sharp object.
Yeah, fucking Ezekiel told him it's not even sharp. Yeah. It's actually, you can butter bread with it and shit.
Exactly.
But yeah, his antics, I don't need it.
No.
And they seem like they keep shoving it in our face.
They do.
This is supposed to be a post-apocalyptic world, man.
Yeah, people aren't supposed to be cheery and happy.
I don't think, well, we say that, but I don't know if they really saw a real fight. They can take down some walkers, obviously, but they haven't had to get dirty.
Well, isn't that how Ben's dad died, though?
I'm wondering if,
Or do we not know yet?
Well, remember Ezekiel said that, or Ben said that his father fell with a bunch of people trying to get supplies and they got overran by walkers.
Yeah.
I hope to God that was a story like...
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong, though. Like, the Saviors show up to a new place. They kill someone right away. That's what they said, right?
They make an example.
They make an example.
I mean, unless there's some kind of side note, like Ezekiel was like, hey, I've heard about you guys. Let's just do this.
Yeah, maybe. And that I doubt we'll ever get that explained to us.
We'll never get that.
But
no, instead, we get new junkyard people.
I'm hoping that we find out that Ben's father was the... sacrifice.
Yeah, the Glen
and
Rabe.
Ezekiel has to, yeah, exactly. Ezekiel feels like he has to take care of Ben.
Well, I mean, that would make sense. That would be a great story.
It'd be a good piece of information we can chew on while we fucking wait. It makes us trying to understand this group better.
Yeah, I mean, would we be better off with the remaining episodes till the battle? Because, I mean, we all know it's coming. To just get some backstory on the kingdom, maybe Hilltop, something.
I don't know. I guess ultimately it doesn't matter. This is the stuff that us hardcore fans try to ponder over.
Yeah.
But that's us trying to fill in the gaps that they haven't told us.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Maybe Ezekiel will release that information at some point in
Hopefully.
Private conversation. He's not going to say it out loud to Ben or anything like that.
No, I could see him confiding in Morgan.
Right,
that
exactly.
would be good.
Because Morgan understands the Saviors, Carol understands the Saviors, Daryl took off, so he's like out.
Daryl just can't sit still.
And the guy that leaves, he left. No, he didn't leave yet, but like when you leave, dude, stay off the main fucking roads.
Right.
Stay
off the roads and train tracks. Daryl should know this by now.
Jesus.
All right. So Rick's crew is packing up. Gabe tells the story about what happened when he left. Gabe and Rick have a moment. Gabe gives Rick some inspirational words. Rosita wants to go look for guns right away. Tara tries to stop her. They bicker a bit. Rick asks Tara where not to look for guns. Rick grabs a wire cat and they leave.
Yeah.
A lot of nothing going on here.
What's up with Rosita?
She's annoying. She's falling into the Carol and Morgan category.
Is that her arc right now? She's in that shit?
Yeah, I
so next
think
season
so.
we're going to be dealing with that
Yeah,
fucking
next
shit.
week she's going to be remorseful and nice to everybody. And yeah.
She's going to have to fight again, then like think about it, and fight again, think about it. And then we'll have this conversation next year. I don't know what it made me do.
Yeah.
I don't know who I am anymore. Oh,
Right.
God damn.
Then she's going to be laying on dead bodies.
Yeah.
In the middle of a forest.
I just wondered, like, are we supposed to cheer for her or are we supposed to hate her? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Are we supposed to like our heroes?
We're supposed to.
Like, at some point, Aaron's going to sit up and say, you know what? I'm not gay anymore.
Yeah.
I heal really fast. All sorts of weird shit. I don't really like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Just fucking, dude.
I think the only thing, I mean, I guess the Rick and Gabe part was okay.
Yeah, I understand it.
I have more appreciation for Gabe now. Still more.
Yeah, I never, like we said, well, yeah, we found out this week, he never really, he didn't turn.
No.
We understood that. I didn't expect that for a second.
Yeah, I never expected him to just take everything and leave.
Yeah.
But,
It just
at
didn't
least
make
it's
sense.
confirmed.
It didn't make sense. It's sad that he was the only one watching the wall that night in the middle of the fucking night.
Tobin had to take a nap, man.
Oh, man.
It was his Judith duty.
Yeah, he was changing diapers.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, there was really nothing else there. No, just the wire cat.
The wire cat is a callback to the episode Clear, right? In season 3 when her and little Carl go into the store. Was that where that was? No, they were trying to get Carl's family picture out of there.
Yeah, I couldn't remember where the cat came from.
I know there's a cat figurine.
Someone's gonna help us.
There was a cat figurine that I can't remember how she got a hold of it.
Yeah.
I remember, I see it in my head now, but I can't remember exactly how she got a hold of it. But she lost it apparently, so
I guess.
So he gives
Negan
her this
took it.
fucking
Negan took it.
paperweight of a fucking nice tchotchke that he just picks up out of nowhere.
There's no more room in the car.
Yeah.
But he grabs the biggest statue ever.
Open up the clown trunk where a bunch of people get in the clown trunk, everybody, and go in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, it's also his trophy for winning.
Oh yeah, great.
All right, let's move on. I'm done with those people.
Okay, yeah. That
So-
was a dumb fucking ugh.
Carol is still whining about how she couldn't lose anyone or how she couldn't kill, so she had to leave. She asks if the saviors came and if anyone got hurt. Daryl leaves her hanging for a bit, but tells her everyone's fine. Then they have some porridge. Daryl asks about Ezekiel.
Where's the
Carol
bears?
says he's okay, and Daryl leaves. I like to think that's what they were eating.
Eating porridge.
Porridge.
Like, I wonder where the 3 bears went.
Maybe. Carol killed them.
Yeah, Carol fucking they were walking on them in the rugs.
Yeah.
What do you think his decision here was? Like, do you think it was good? It was a bad? Like, not to tell her
Man.
information.
Yeah, I think it's going to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
I get it. I get why he did it, but it's... Mm-hmm.
You have a woman Rambo sitting on the sideline. Like, let's get her into this.
Yeah.
But I think if she did come back, she'd be almost like a Richard level. Like, I got to go now.
Yeah. Her and Richard would be like Bash Brothers right now.
Oh,
It'd be
yeah.
great.
Send in
know?
Richard and Carol. Good luck.
Yeah, so I guess in a way maybe Daryl's just looking out for her because he knows she's going to react.
And that's the other thing, too. We're not naive enough to realize that Carol is staying out of this war. Please,
Yeah, no,
for the God's
I mean-
sake.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I understood his position. I liked it later when Morgan checked him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that might have been the best scene of the episode for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's when those two guys, not guys, but the characters are on screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pure gold.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell these are real actors.
Mm-hmm.
Proper wording. It's just solid. And
yeah.
it's mixed in with the fucking trash bags. It's just like sucks for them.
Nah.
Like, yeah, also, nah.
The same guy that brings you a cat in Heat.
Yeah.
He's dynamic. Oh, man. So Daryl's hanging out with Shiva. It was good to see her again. Just saying.
Shiva?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I didn't think Shiva was sleeping in a cage, though.
I didn't either.
I was like, I think
it's
that
good
cat
to see.
deserves...
It's good to see that the cat's in a cage at night.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I would hate to see that thing get the midnight munchies.
Yeah. Oh, there goes another kid again.
Yep.
There goes little Timmy.
There goes little Ben's brother. Morgan.
Yeah. What was that kid's name?
Red shirt.
Yeah. What's it?
Red tank top.
XS red shirt.
Yeah. So Morgan apologizes for not telling him about Carol. Daryl tells Morgan they need the kingdom and he needs to make it happen. Morgan tells him it can't be him. Daryl tells him to wake up. Morgan says he knows he didn't tell Carol what happened or she would have been there. Daryl pets Shiva and heads to Hilltop. The end.
Yeah, this is them just exchanging jabs at each other.
Oh, yeah.
In a verbal sense.
Yeah.
Morgan checked him. Yeah, if you would have told her, she would have been here by now, Slick.
Nah. And you know, if Daryl did tell Carol, she would tell Ezekiel, and I think Ezekiel would join. Or do you think he would join?
I don't know. Well, I guess you got to ask yourself what Ezekiel sees in Carol. Is it a love interest? He's curious. He does like take care of people, obviously.
Clearly. But it seems like he takes really good care of her.
And that's the other thing, too, is like you can ask yourself, does Carol really want to be left alone? She would have just hightailed it out of there,
She could have
right?
left at any point.
At any fucking point.
I think she just wants to breathe a bit. All right, I'm done playing with these.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, put your pants back on.
All right, sorry. I do like the glass tables here.
Yeah. So you got to ask all these questions, and some of these things we'll never get answers for or legitimate answers for.
No.
And we're just stuck holding the bag.
Yeah.
A lot of us holdovers from the first season are stuck with, like, we want the realism drama aspect of it all, but we're entering fucking iZombie.
Yeah,
fucking,
we're getting there.
Zombie Nation, Z Nation.
Yeah.
Level bullshit that I'm gonna at some point. I know I'm gonna fail. I'm just gonna fail. I mean,
just gonna leave.
Just there's no other way around it, dude.
Yeah.
I like better quality television.
No, I agree with you. And this show really did start as better quality, and I mean, this one still hits once in a while with a good quality, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I just wish they can just clean up their shit. We say it every week.
Yeah.
And I wonder if our listeners are
Can
feeling the same way.
Can somebody get this to Scott Gimple?
Maybe
we can speak some.
It's a petition. We got to do a petition.org
do a
thing.
petition.org.
And just like get the fuck, do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Let's take it. There's a shit ton of riots going on right now. Not riots, but protests.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sure
let's
there's
start
a
our own
riot going on
protest.
somewhere too.
Yeah. Let's just go out there and protest for what we want out of The Walking Dead, goddammit.
Right? Let's get on HBO and Darabont back in the mix.
Oh, man. Can you imagine what it would be like? It'd be so cool.
Oh, man, it would be amazing.
So, yeah. What's the letter grade now? Still holding at C-D?
Yeah, just a D. I'm not even going to give it the plus anymore. It's just a D.
I think D plus for me.
Okay.
The Morgan, the Carol, the Norman.
Yeah, there were
Reedus.
still some positives. But, I mean, it was 4 or 5 minutes of screen time, maybe. Were the positives. You know what I mean?
At least the high school fucking Christian rock band guy got to swing in with his stick for once.
This is true.
Against the other guy that looks like the even harder fucking Christian rocker.
You have like Christian rocker versus like 80s glam rocker.
You get
cover band.
Yeah, and they'll fight and they'll fucking some white doves come flying and you're like, oh. This is part of the show where we talk to you about our sponsors. Well, I apologize. Amazon this week. You heard me talk about it before. Everybody shops Amazon.
Everybody.
I just literally bought something today. What happens is you go to loosewirenetwork.com, hit the Amazon button, and do all your shopping that way.
Yeah.
It's a simple thing to do. You don't get charged any extra. It all comes out of the Amazon profits, and it's not a lot. It's just pennies on the dollar and things like that. So it helps keeps the lights on here in the studio.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, great. If you can't, another way you can support us is simply go to iTunes and start rating us and reviewing us. We have one to go over at the end of the episode. I finally caught it this week.
Nice.
But that'll help us climb these rankings because I don't know if anybody else noticed this week. We took a dip in rankings for, I don't know why. I asked Apple for why people haven't released an episode in like years or
and
above our
still
head.
above us.
And they gave me a boilerplate response.
Yeah.
It has something to do with the sponsors we had last week, but there's some technicalities that everybody's working out.
Yeah.
So who knows what's happening. So right now we're in a holding pattern. But some reason iTunes beat the shit out of us, and we're finally coming back up. We actually climbed a lot.
Dicks.
So if you want to really help us out, head over to iTunes, find our page, which you can find via loosewirenetwork.com as well, and just rate us and review us there. If you want to write up, great, and I'll read your ass off on the air. I don't care.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Only 5s.
Yeah.
We can't do the ones.
We got
anymore.
a solid rating going on right now. We can't fuck that up.
Don't. I mean, I used to pull for the 1s.
Don't fucking even bring it up.
Just 5s. Just 5s.
And while you're at loosewirenetwork.com, hit that Amazon button.
Yeah.
It helps us while it
Go
helps
buy
you.
some stuff.
Go buy some stuff. It's time to buy again.
Yeah.
The holidays are over.
Spring's coming.
Easter's coming. You might even get some fucking
Buy all your Easter candies and Easter goodies there.
some Easter tackles or whatever they're called. I don't know. Some peeps.
Peeps. Who doesn't like a peep in the microwave?
Ugh.
Did you ever do that?
Why?
They expand.
Yeah. Did you see? I saw that there's Oreo peeps.
Ugh.
That's got to be bad.
Yeah, I won't eat peeps. I'll just throw them in the microwave.
Yeah, they're not right. This is what the fucking garbage bags fucking eat.
Yeah.
They probably worship peeps. There's some sort of shrine in that fucking village.
Up.
Yeah, up is where the peeps lay. So I guess we'll go right into feedback.
All right.
I got mail! Yay! I got mail!
If you ever want to send in feedback, please do so. criticallydeadcast@gmail.com. Facebook.com/loosewirestudio. @critically_dead is the Twitter handle. We have other avenues of getting hold of us. Just head over to loosewirenetwork.com and choose your poison. First up this week is the resident knucklehead, Adam J.
Oh, man.
I do believe his head popped this week from this
I
episode.
think this might have been...
This episode was the official jump the shark moment for The Walking Dead, and there's no coming back.
Wow.
It seemed like an amateur Star Trek, Waterworld, Walking Dead mashup, complete with a duct-tape junkyard version of the Star Wars Rancor monster thrown in for good measures. It's only a few years into the apocalypse, so why the English language devolved that point where Jadis, the alien junkyard leader, would actually say, we don't bother. Jars and guns, guns and jars. Guns, soon, or else. If the laughable plot wasn't enough, the episode score was comprised mostly of out-of-tune string instruments being randomly plucked. The resulting musical numbers were comical at best and embarrassingly amateurish at worst. Thus, the writers and producers had finally pushed me too far, and I'm fucking out. And can only be left asking, what the fuck happened to this show?
Yeah. I don't blame them.
There was a point where I did notice Bear McCreary's music was going weird. And that's it really reminded me of a syndicated fucking sci-fi show.
It did, yeah.
And my question is, why? Why?
And he's usually one of the more consistents of this show.
Yeah, and again, I guess what I meant to say why is like, why do we need this? Just stick to the story. Serve the story. Don't serve your fucking pocketbooks. Mm-hmm. If you're bored at the writer's table or the executive producer's table, then fucking find another job.
Yeah.
I mean, stop fucking with your fans is my ultimate thing.
I agree with you 100%.
Thanks, Adam. Next up, he likes to be called by many names, but I'm going to call him Bobby Robbie this week. I apologize in advance that this is in no order. I'm recalling this from memory because I don't want to watch it twice. Hey guys, this is 5-star reviewer, the smartest farter, also known as Landfill. I'm writing because I feel like we are new best friends. You see, as you both may recall, I tuned in to this wonderful podcast when I was fed up with The Walking Dead after Swear. That podcast started with RJ saying how he really tried to give this episode a chance. That's how I felt about the second half of the season. But now I feel the same way you both did back then. This episode sucked. I don't know how else to say it, and I don't even know where to begin. I guess for one thing, this half season doesn't feel much different from the first half. Instead of it being singular character bottle episodes, it's more like a singular plot bottle episode. I mean, from the previews for next week, we are going to be spending most of the time with Eugene at the Savior compound, which to me feels like it would be very similar to the episode last season, The Cell. Just instead of watching Daryl eat dog food, we get to watch Billy Ray Cyrus in cargo shorts do it. And you fuckers know that soon enough there will be a bottle episode of the gang asking an Oceanside softball team to join Rick and the gang with their guns. Just predictable nonsense. And that's what I mean. This stuff has gone too predictable.
It's bad.
He's got a good point there. During the exchange with the Saviors, they took Richard's gun and they took Morgan's staff. But why didn't they take Benjamin's staff? He smashed a guy with it. You'd think they'd want to take his too. But more to the point, do the Saviors think that Morgan would never be able to reconstruct that finely engineered weapon of mass destruction? It's a stick. You know, caveman shit. It's the first and easiest weapon any human being can ever come across. Also, he's on a rant.
He is.
He's pissed.
Yeah.
Also, special effects were ridiculously bad in this episode. Rick standing on top of the pile of garbage was indeed a pile of garbage. Where's the budget on this show for a decent green screen? I don't know why they spent all their money trying to make the head garbage broad look like a mix between a girl from The Fifth Element and Seabiscuit, but they nailed it. Homegirl has those bushy teeth, Busey teeth.
Busey.
Yeah.
Oh, she does, too.
Man. Am I an idiot, or did they rip off a bunch of shit from successful movies in this episode? I mean, Rick fights that spiked zombie and he kills it like the Rancor monster in Return of the Jedi. After that, I was half expecting him to yell, "Are you not entertained?" Then Daryl rips off the Godfather speech that Brando makes after Sonny gets killed.
Damn.
About if anything happens to Carol, I'm shocked. If anything happens to Carol, I'm shocked Daryl didn't tell Morgan they need to get busy living or get busy dying. Get busy living or you get busy dying. Or that Savior compound across Middle Earth in Mordor.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't do that whole paragraph justice. I apologize. Why are Daryl and Morgan afraid to get Carol involved in a situation with the Saviors? She's like John Wick. I'd be telling her the Saviors not only killed Glenn and Abe, but I'd be making shit up too. I'd say, yeah, they killed Abe. They killed Glenn. They gave Eugene cornrows. They got Carl a prescription for birth control, etc. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm a survivor. No point in staying on the sidelines. I don't get why this show loves to put the characters in dumb situations, and I don't mean with the zombies. Like last week, Jesus didn't tell the gang that Ezekiel had a tiger, just so the show could do the same dumb reaction shot they did when Carol first met it. This week, they had Daryl and Richard going on a journey to attack Saviors, but Richard doesn't reveal the plan until about 2 minutes before it's about to happen. So what the fuck did they talk about the whole way there? He didn't even feel compelled to tell them about it all beforehand. Lastly, the scene with Daryl and Shiva at the end is fucking dumb as well. Oh. Is he the Tiger Whisperer? Obviously, he's accustomed to Tiger, given Georgia's notoriously high tiger population. Anyways, congrats on the shows, on the new sponsorship and the influx of new listeners that it will provide. I know I wasn't there from the start or the fear, but I hope you guys remember me at the quarry.
Yeah, there's always a spot for him at the quarry.
There's always spots at the quarry. If you fucking say dumb stuff, you say stuff stupid there. We all gone through The Walking Dead. You will lose spots at the quarry if you do stupid shit.
You will.
You're obviously one of the...
You'll be the dangler.
Yeah, you will be the dangler for a day. We have a bunch of jesters running around the quarry right now.
Yes.
We're going to need some workers. We need some Tobins.
We need some serious people.
Because Rooster and I can only build so fucking much.
Yes.
As for I didn't mind the Daryl and Shiva part, in all honesty.
I didn't. I mean, if there was a tiger in my camp, I would most likely sit outside his cage and check it out for a bit.
You need to let that tiger know your smell.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Do you want to feed it? Yes, I do. Give me the food. I'll put it. Yeah.
Actually, I will be the only one to feed the tiger.
I'll be cleaning the cages.
Yep. I will take full responsibility with the tiger.
But all it does is illustrate that Daryl was also locked up, and he knows how the tiger feels, and they have a certain bond. They're a little bit of an outcast, both of them.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. They're both hunter-killers.
They both eat the shit out of squirrels.
They fucking tear up a squirrel's ass real quick. So I didn't mind that scene so much, though. Thanks, Bobby Robbie. Oh, thanks and love the potty finishes off. Your boy Bob. Oh, he has a PS for us. I apologize. Let me see. Get these notes are all fucked. PS, if they were going to cast you on the show as a regular, what would you want your token weapon to be? I imagine RJ has nunchucks made out of sex toys. And Rooster most likely would have one of those little guns that prostitutes keep in their undergarments. I could be wrong.
That's exactly what I would have. Only if it was pink, though.
Yeah, and you'd be running around in undergarments, too, like that.
I would be. I would actually just be running around like a prostitute.
I don't know what they're called, but like leggings with the little expander that clips on.
With the garter?
The garter clip on or something like that. Like it's fucking 1850 all of a sudden and playing poker somewhere.
Yeah, I would be running around like a prostitute from Westworld.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
That's exactly. With my little pea
You do it almost now, so why not do it
close.
then?
I'm not wearing pants right now.
Yeah.
I am wearing socks.
You're already in whore mode, so.
I am.
As for me, I mean, sex toys... I guess I would be, yeah. I would have a 2-foot fucking dong that dangling in all sorts of ways and like whapping people on the head.
Just whapping people with a double-ended dong.
I would turn into a Jerry just during downtime and have some fun, guys. Just like the biggest, the blackest motherfucker, blah, and you're like bouncing all over the place with it.
I can visualize this. This is why it's so.
There's some
so creepy.
It's malleable. It bounces. It moves. It flops. But it can take a beating. No pun intended.
Oh no.
No, actually, Bob, we went over our weapons early on.
It had to be one of the first few episodes.
One of the first few episodes. I think it was a break we had to do.
Maybe.
And when Fear it started off and it took a break out of nowhere. And I remember some of the weapons we talked about.
Maybe it was like the original like Labor Day show or something.
I think it was. Hey, you might be right.
Yeah, check that one out. It could be there.
I remember I chose the bow staff.
You did. You did.
It's why Morgan happens to pick it up.
Yeah. I think you had some crazy shovel.
No, the military shovel.
Shovel.
You're able to bend it and sit on it. It's like a trench shovel.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. I don't remember any of my picks.
I also got the trucker's tool. Remember that badass? I still got that saved. I want one of those.
You should. You
if
should
you
log
look
on
at
to Amazon right now and buy it.
Trucker's tool. Look up Trucker's tool on Amazon.com.
Yes.
Go to Loose Wire Network first, folks.
Yeah, stop there first.
And go to Amazon.com. Look at the Trucker's tool. And they got a mini version. And if you go to their website, they actually got there's a video of a woman. It's like a 10-minute video of a survivalist running from zombies.
Oh, yeah.
Using the trucker tool.
That's awesome.
The mini one, at least.
Of course.
But that thing is badass. Like, I was always looking for flexibility, Bob. Like, I want my weapons to have more use than just one.
I think mine were out of hand, if I remember correctly.
I can't remember.
I think I had a Sith.
Yeah, maybe. We have to look into it.
The same tool the Grim Reaper would have.
Didn't you? I think you had a katana or a blade or something like that.
Something.
Because the question was, like, without weapon, like, without firepower.
Yeah, no guns. Yeah, no
guns.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and listen too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was no gun for sure. That's why I had 3. I had the bow staff.
Yeah, it was no guns.
Yeah.
It had to be no guns.
Trucker tool's badass, man. I still want one of those. It's like $70, $80.
Cheap ass.
Trying to get that Amazon, man. I can't.
Man, I can't.
Yeah. I feel like Daryl running around with no damn trucker tool. I can't.
I cannot wait to get
Yeah. Next up this week. Hey, thanks, Bob, for writing in. Next up this week is Shaq, titled MVPs and Bench Warmers. He starts off, Hey guys, Morgan, Daryl, Richard, Father Gabe, and Carol were the MVPs of this episode.
Yeah, I agree.
Morgan looking pissed. I don't blame him. That Savior goon is a creepy-ass instigator. Richard was staying calm, trying to get the drop over and the Savior just kept taunting him. But Richard gets the blame, right? Of course King Ezekiel is in the doghouse with me, guys. At least when you get back to the kingdom, tell Richard he is strong. To be strong. Ezekiel gave him an angry look. Talking about, I'll talk to you later, Richard. Fuck that. You saw what happened. Morgan even stepped in. Morgan? All right, Shaq. You got to start writing these things better. You're getting me all tripped up. Another thing, Shaq, stop writing into the old address. It's critically dead.
Is he still writing into the old one?
Yeah, that crazy fucker.
Nice. I don't even check that one anymore.
Criticallydeadcast@gmail.com, Shaq.
I forgot.
Because you're done with basketball doesn't mean you got to be lazy with emails, man.
Right. He's got the big fingers, too. That's why it's hard.
True. I understand.
If he's doing it on the little iPhone, you're going to get extra words.
Of all people saw that this ain't right, even Benjamin took a swipe. I love Daryl in this episode. He got that fire back. Say her name. Say her name.
Say it.
Ooh, we should get that. Say my name.
Man, I can't.
Oh, I keep losing my spot with Shaq's email. I'm so bad. I was on my couch like, oh shit. Richard's a dick for that. Casually thinking Daryl was just going to go along with that plan.
That would have been awesome. At the last minute, he's like, "Oh, I fucked up.
Oh god."
He got Glenn and Carol killed.
I don't hate him, but he lost some respect for me. Carol breaking down in tears, asking, "Did anyone get hurt?" Great performance by Melissa McBride.
Yeah.
Even I didn't want him to tell. Morgan finding out who died was so underwhelming compared to if Carol found out, and she was already breaking down just by the thought of someone being hurt. Father Gabriel putting in that work. Shit could have went bad if he didn't threaten one of the garbage pail kids. Now on to the bench warmers. Oh god. The garbage pail kids were overhyped, boring, uninteresting, and I just didn't care, guys. The leader said, "Tell Rick to go to and up. What? The movie Up? Rosita, my love, why are you digging yourself a grave? Tara's actually becoming less annoying because of your attitude? No. Damn it, Shaq. Don't go around talking shit like that.
Whoa.
We're not giving Tara any credit yet.
Sure?
No.
Fist bump?
No. I love your determination, but you gotta chill. Telling Tara you don't care about Rick's hand? Really? Saying I'll
Fist
go
bump?
on...
Come on, dude. Fist bump.
Saying I'll go on my own and then have to have the nerve to tell Tara to grow up? Yeah, that was awkward as
That
fuck.
was strange.
This is that's what I mean. They got multiple writers. I'm almost certain.
Oh, they have to.
Someone, teenage kid, wrote her lines. I'm not the one acting like a child. Some of my friends said she's turning into a female Shane. I really hope she's not going down that path. Next time, why not? Why don't she go up?
Why doesn't she go up?
I promise you she wouldn't make it out there alive. I hope Rick realized that Rosita has a problem. Maybe get Gabriel to talk to her. Something. Take care, guys.
He's tried.
He did. He actually fixed her. Then she wouldn't.
She went and shot Lucille.
Yeah. Because Spencer got gutted. That's why.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Thanks, Shaq, for writing in. Critically Deadcast, Shaq. Criticallydeadcast@gmail.com, you hooker.
Yeah.
You dirty hooker.
He does it on purpose.
Yeah, he does. Next up this week is Steph. Steph is back.
Oh, boy.
Hey, fellas. I don't even know why I said that like that. Hey,
I don't
fellas.
know.
We should read Steph to see piss her off like that.
You should.
I don't even want to know where to start with this hot mess.
I can't follow you.
Yeah, okay. They need to come up with an end game for this show. It's like they are a rudderless boat. It's a show about death being around every corner, but there's no sense of anxiety or urgency. Morgan should have lost it over the greasy saviors taking his Eastman staff. What will set this dude off? I think we're on a path and we're just waiting.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. Like I talked about earlier, we're just waiting. We know what's coming. We just have to sit here and fucking eat it forever. The Lloyd Christmas cult. What is up with these Mad Max rejects? Where did they find all those monochromatic outfits? Why do they speak like cavemen? Why is the sky over the garbage heap the worst green screen ever? I guess the cast of 5,000 is breaking the bank for AMC. Winslow the Walker was the best thing about this episode, and they did him dirty by not showing him being beheaded. I call bullshit on Daryl lying to Carol about the group being whole. See, we got another opinion.
Yeah.
I like it. I like when we have different opinions.
Yeah.
This is what I like.
This is about the only scene it's been different, too.
He went after her. He's went after her, what now, 3 times? Realistically, he'd do anything to get her back, including telling her the truth. That would bring her back to the group. He wouldn't lie and spare her feelings. Anyways, are either of you watching Taboo? I recommend it highly if you aren't. You're a novelist.
I started.
I am currently up to par with Taboo.
Yeah.
Taboo.
I started. I got about 5 minutes in.
Of the first episode? Oh,
Yes.
You're really deep, aren't you?
Yeah, I didn't get deep.
You're
at
real
all.
fucking deep.
Yeah.
It's a good show. I like it.
Yeah, I have to check it out. I started it, and I got a phone call, and I got sidetracked.
That's fine. It's a good one. I do agree with you, Steph. That's a fun one to do. And they gave it another second season apparently. So
Nice.
And it was supposed to be a limited run.
Really?
Go look up Adam J's podcast to listen to if you want to listen to anything about Taboo. They're doing Taboo over there, over on Chat on TV.
Nice.
Next up is last but certainly not least is Susan.
Susan.
Hit us up on Facebook.
Nice.
I liked it. We got introduced to a weird group of people. We got Father Gabe back, and he showed he was pretty tough. Rick told us why he smiled, which actually was a stupid reason, and Father G explained how he got taken. But I got frustrated with the Kingdom and Saviors opening scene. Wow, there's all sorts of different viewpoints here. I liked it because it was good, and it was tense, which was the point, but why bring Richard to the meeting if you knew he was spoiling for a fight?
Yeah.
And then the king just emasculated Richard by making him give his gun to Needle Dick Savior. To quote Daryl Dixon from the previous episode, "You call yourself a king? You sure don't act like one."
Nah.
As for that, I don't think it wasn't Richard that triggered that. It was that Savior that was fucking with him at first. He walked right up to Richard.
Yeah.
I think potentially, and I hate to give Richard a lot of credit, but I think the Savior is what triggered him.
Yeah, I think
If they were
so.
separated, then again, it talks to the leadership. Ezekiel and Gavin should have been like, "You fucking idiots."
Yeah, knock it off, both of you.
Yeah, and they both kind of do it, but after it all blew up anyway.
Yeah,
So I think I blame it on the leadership.
I agree.
I love the Carol Daryl reunion. For me, and I think for a lot of fans from day one, that meant something because of the evolution of a deep friendship. Norman Reedus can act in this role when they give him something. Melissa McBride can really act. When I see them, I realize how much I've missed their characters this year. The core actors work well together, and you can see it. I thought it was nicely done. Daryl got lines. He talked. He got a crossbow. He petted a tiger. He told off Morgan twice. He punched an asshat. I thought he did fine. Everyone is tired of Rosita, but it's too ham-handed on the writer's part in setting her up. She's very much on message about fighting the Saviors. She's going to go do something, yada, yada, yada. Next, Morgan lost his Eastman stick, turned into a pussy, sweetly asked Needle Dick Savior for it. I guess the meekness reflected his deep beliefs, but it felt inauthentic. He'll start clearing soon, yada, yada, yada. Next, there are things they are setting up pretty obviously. Get to it already. I'm ready to clear. Send Morgan raging through the woods with a stick. Use Richard as a William Wallace on the field of battle, only to bite it 5 seconds later.
I can picture this.
For our comic relief. I think they might end up doing weird shit like that. Anyhow,
Yeah.
we are only maybe 3 years into the zombie apocalypse, and this woman, Jadis, has set up the weirdest cult we've ever seen. Is it the weirdest? Well, no, unless they're carving W's and A's on people, then eating them for dinner, and then claiming their clothes for dessert. Maybe not. So, oddly enough, I honestly believe that Terminus people would happen first.
Yeah.
Like, cannibalism would probably start triggering.
I could see that. I mean, I would consider it in the apocalypse.
You would have to as a survivor.
Yeah.
Not this fucking weird-ass shit that we saw.
It's too sci-fi, man.
Still, she has her people living in a landfill. They talk oddly, and they are filthy, which is to be expected, I guess, if you sleep in trash. They have long hair stuck back with hairspray, gross, and yet the men shave.
Interesting.
I like this point of view. I think Jadis was working on her doctoral dissertation about dead languages for her English PhD when this shit happened. So she made the best of it. She formed the Scavengers with only the remedial freshman students left at college. They had to make up a new name, do whatever she said, and make up words for a new language. I still don't give it any credit.
No.
This would sound like a good idea to someone studying dead languages in the apocalypse, going crazy after a lot of coffee. Plus, I'm guessing a remedial freshman student thought up. Now that we know how I feel about the Scavengers, it was pretty cool how she was boss enough to just push Rick into the Thunderdome. He flailed all the way down, stuck his hand on the spike, hit Winslow over the head with a keyboard. What the fuck, Rick? I finally killed him with the help from his girlfriend. Yeah, thanks, Susan, for writing in. Someone texted me earlier and wanted me to bring up the keyboard. That's what he hit her.
Yeah.
That's what he hit Winslow initially. Yeah. I think that's commentary about the writers just don't give a fuck. They're just throwing typing away at random shit.
Yeah.
And I think
they're sitting around, oh yeah, he should hit him with how about a keyboard?
Yeah. These assholes are either high all the time, drunk all the time, or just sleeping all the time in the writer's room. And they literally showed it with the keyboard getting smashed across his face.
It almost seems like a high school typing class is writing this at this point.
Oh, God. That's bad. That's the last of the emails for the week. If you want to write in, again, it's criticallydeadcast@gmail.com. Next week's episode is titled Hostilities and Calamities. It's going to air on February 26th. So Look out for that.
Watch out.
5-star review this week comes in from Ripley Ann. It's titled Love This Podcast. This does provide critical coverage, but these guys are funny as hell. When I found this recently, I went back and listened to the back podcast.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit. I'd seriously recommend just watching the Walking Dead rerun episodes, then listening to these podcasts after for the full experience. These dudes are having fun and making sure their listeners are as well. That's nice of you.
It is.
Thanks, Ripley Ann.
Thanks.
You, too, can be like Ripley Ann. Just head over to iTunes and give us that 5-star review and a write-up. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you again, Ripley Ann. We do have spoilers this week. We'll just see you guys after the after the music.
Yeah.
Do we leave anything out?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Thanks.
Thanks. Of course, thanks. If you're bowing out here and not listening to spoilers, we appreciate your time and energy.
Yes.
And keep telling your friends and family. But that's going to be it for this week.
That's it.
I'm RJ.
I'm the Rooster.
We'll see you after the spoiler or the music if you're sticking around.
We tell ourselves that we are the Walking Dead.
Surprise, motherfucker! Hey, Ma! Look at some meatloaf!
You get bit.
Okay, we're back in the spoilers section. There's a lot.
So soon.
Yeah, so soon. Not a lot to go over, but just some tidbits that were worth mentioning. I got it from the Spoiling Dead fans page over in their message boards. They don't put them up on Facebook anymore, so you got to go searching and stuff.
Yeah,
I think they do that on purpose just to cover their ass, which is fine.
I think so.
Most of the locations in this episode is going to be the sanctuary and Dwight's former house.
Okay,
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the episode appears to take place at the sanctuary. Eugene cooperates and is put to work for Negan. He supposedly gained status, which grants him access to some amenities. His experience at the sanctuary should be much different than Daryl's.
That's interesting.
That's going to suck. Eugene, you think Eugene's a turncoat ultimately overall?
I don't see him as a turn. I just see him going the direction that best keeps his ass safe.
Maybe. I'm hoping that he grows a pair and,
Yeah.
It's interesting. I can't imagine him just... It seems too obvious on the surface.
Yeah.
He's such a pussy's coward. And I hate that fact, too, that like, last season, he's literally driving the RV off into the sunset trying to buy the others time.
Yeah.
He's literally on a death ride.
Yeah.
So he's getting manned up there, but all of a sudden he's pussied back down again. So it's hard for me to swallow. Dwight visits a house which belonged to him and Sherry before the zombie apocalypse. We think something will happen here that might be the start of what will become Dwight's turncoat arc from the comics.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you're not aware, and if you're still in the spoiler section, Dwight actually turncoats and starts helping the heroes. It will be revealed who wrote the note and helped Daryl escape.
Oh, that's good.
They actually wrote it down. I think I should say it out loud.
It is the spoiler section.
Yeah. Sherry.
Sherry
did it.
That's where I would have put my money on.
It's speculated that Dr. Emmett Carson, the doc at the sanctuary, will take the fall for Daryl's escape and be killed.
Oh.
So,
How can you kill your doctor?
Yeah, it's kind of important.
Yeah.
But then again, how are you supposed to trust a guy that you think is dirty that's not really dirty?
But he's a doctor.
He's cleaning and, like,
How's
doing
he
surgeries.
Why? I don't know. It doesn't make sense that he'd cover.
Well, didn't he work over Daryl at some point, like check him over and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Maybe
strange. We'll see if they can fix that.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that ultimately, but it looks like we're stuck in the sanctuary in that side of the story for a minute. Unfortunately,
It's going to be painful.
Oddly enough, I'd rather watch Dwight and Sherry stuff than Negan all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm kind of burnt out on Negan.
Yeah, and we haven't even seen him in 2 episodes.
No, they've been good that we haven't seen him.
But that's it for the spoiler section.
That's
I don't
it.
know if you guys wanted to hear that or chew on that for a while and speculate in your mind. But that'll be it for this week.
All right.
I will see you guys next week.
See ya.